Clapperboard every level of a cybersecurity expert's career salary breakdown. Imagine this. It's 3:17 in the morning. The CEO of a billion-dollar company gets a phone call. Every employee has been locked out of their computers. Customer data is disappearing. Bank accounts are frozen. The company's website has gone completely offline. And with every passing minute, they're losing hundreds of thousands of dollars. No one knows who's behind the attack. No one knows how it happened. And no one knows how to stop it. Except one person, a cybersecurity expert. While the rest of the company is panicking, they're already tracking the attack, closing security gaps, and fighting a digital war that most people will never see. Because today's biggest battles aren't fought with bullets. They fought with keyboards. But here's the question. How does someone go from knowing absolutely nothing about cybersecurity to become one of the highest paid professionals in the tech industry, earning over $500,000 a year while protecting governments, banks, hospitals, and global companies? Today, we are breaking down every level of a cybersecurity expert's career, from a complete beginner to Chief Information Security Officer. Let's begin. Every single day, more than 600 million cyber attacks are attempted around the world. Some attacks steal money, others steal identities. Some shut down entire hospitals, and some never make the news because companies don't always tell you when they've been hacked. The truth is, almost everything you use today, your phone, your bank account, your social media, even your smart TV, depends on cybersecurity. Without it, the digital world would collapse. That's why companies are spending billions of dollars every year to hire people who can stop hackers before it's too late. But despite the huge salaries, most people have no idea what cybersecurity professionals actually do. Some think it's just hacking. Others think it's only fixing computers. The reality, it is far more interesting. Cybersecurity isn't just a job. It's a constant game of strategy. Every day, hackers become smarter. And every day, cybersecurity experts must stay one step ahead. Because of one mistake can cost millions. And that's exactly why this career pays so well. Studio Level 1 Cybersecurity Intern. Every expert starts exactly here, with zero experience. No fancy job title, no impressive salary, just curiosity and the willingness to learn. Most cybersecurity interns don't spend their first day stopping hackers. Instead, they spend weeks, sometimes months, understanding how computers actually communicate, how operating systems work, how networks connect, and why hackers attack them. At first, everything feels confusing. Firewalls, VPN, encryption, malware, threat intelligence, incident response. It feels like learning a completely new language. But something interesting happens. The more you learn, the more you realize. Cybersecurity isn't about memorizing tools. It's about understanding how attackers think. That's the biggest difference between an average IT employee and a future cybersecurity expert. Most beginners make one huge mistake. They immediately try learning ethical hacking without understanding networking, operating systems, or computer fundamentals. It's like trying to fly an airplane before learning how to drive a car. The best cybersecurity professionals master the basics first. Because if you don't understand how a system works, you'll never understand how to defend it. Studio Level 2 Security Analyst. Sooner or later, the internship ends. And for the first time, you're trusted with a real responsibility. Welcome to the world of a security analyst. This is where the pressure becomes real. Because now, you're no longer learning in a safe environment. You're protecting real businesses with real customers and real money on the line. Every morning starts the same way. You open your security dashboard. Hundreds, sometimes thousands, of alerts are waiting for you. Most of them are harmless. A few need attention. And maybe just one could be the beginning of a major cyber attack. Your job isn't to panic. Your job is to investigate. You learn how to identify suspicious activity, analyze login attempts, monitor unusual network traffic, investigate malware, and respond before a small incident becomes tomorrow's headline. The salary also starts improving. Most security analysts in the United States earn between $75,000 and $110,000 per year. But here's what most people never realize. Companies aren't paying you to click buttons. They're paying you to make the right decision under pressure. Because one wrong decision can shut down an entire business. And that's why attention to detail becomes your greatest weapon. Transition. After a few years, you stop reacting to cyber attacks. Instead, you learn how to detect them the very moment they begin. Welcome to the Security Operations Center. Studio Level 3 SOC Analyst. Imagine sitting inside a room filled with giant monitors. Every screen showing live cyber threats from around the world. Somewhere, someone is trying to break into a company's network. Somewhere else, a phishing attack has just started, and another ransomware attack is spreading across hundreds of computers. That is the Security Operations Center, or simply the SOC. As a SOC analyst, you're the first line of defense. You monitor security systems 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You investigate suspicious activity, escalate critical threats, contain attacks, and sometimes work through the entire night until the danger is gone. The pressure is intense because hackers don't work only during office hours. Neither do you. Most SOC analysts earn between $90,000 and $130,000 annually. But the real reward, it is experience. Because after handling hundreds of real attacks, you begin seeing patterns. You stop guessing and start thinking like an attacker. At the moment, your career changes forever. Transition. Most cybersecurity professionals spend years defending systems, but a small group get permission to attack them, not to steal, not to destroy, but to expose weaknesses before criminals find them. And that's where the career becomes. It was really exciting. Studio Level 4, Penetration Tester Ethical Hacker. This is the role. Most people think cybersecurity is all about ethically hacking into systems, breaking into networks, finding security flaws, and proving how criminals could exploit them. But Hollywood gets one thing wrong. Real ethical hacking. It isn't about wearing a hoodie in a dark room. It's about patience, rhetoric, planning, and documenting every single finding. As a penetration tester, companies actually hire you to hack them. Your mission is simple. Find the weakness before someone with bad intentions does. Every successful penetration test makes a company safer. Every vulnerability you discover could prevent millions of dollars in damage. This is also where salaries become very attractive. Experienced penetration testers often earn $120,000 to $180,000 per year. But here's the catch. Finding vulnerabilities. It is only half the job. The other half is explaining them in a way business leaders understand. Because if nobody fixes the problem, finding it means nothing. Transition. At this point, you've learned how hackers think. You've learned how companies defend themselves. Now, it's time to build the systems. That makes attacks nearly impossible. Welcome to the next level. Studio Level 5, Security Engineer. By now, you've spent years defending systems. You've investigated attacks, found vulnerabilities, and watched hackers try almost every trick imaginable. But here's the problem. Stopping attacks after they happen is no longer enough. Now, your job is to make sure they never happen in the first place. Welcome to the life of a security engineer. Unlike a security analyst who monitors threats, a security engineer builds the defenses. You design secure networks, deploy firewalls, implement identity and access management, secure cloud infrastructure, automate security checks, and work closely with software engineers to make security part of every product from day one. Because the strongest defense is the one nobody notices. At this level, people stop asking, "Can we stop this attack?" Instead, they ask, "How do we make sure this attack is impossible?" That shift in thinking changes everything. The average security engineer in the United States earns between $140,000 and $210,000 per year. And if you specialize in cloud security or application security, that number can climb even higher. But reaching the next level requires more than technical skills. It requires vision, transition. There comes a point when you stop securing individual systems and start designing the security of an entire organization. That's when you become a security architect. Studio Level 6, Security Architect. Imagine being asked one question. How would you secure an entire global company? Not one server, not one application. Everything. Thousands of employees, millions of customers, cloud infrastructure, mobile apps, databases, internal tools, third-party vendors, every connection, every device, every possible weakness. That's the responsibility of a security architect. This role isn't about fixing problems. It's about preventing them before they ever exist. You create security strategies, choose technologies, review architectures, and help engineering teams build products that are secure from the beginning. Every decision you make can save a company millions of dollars or expose it to unimaginable risk. That's why companies trust only their most experienced professionals. With this role, most security architects earn between $180,000 and $280,000 per year. But at global technology companies, total compensation can go far beyond that. Thought, even this isn't the highest level, because someone has to make the final decision. When a company is under attack, transition, the phones won't stop ringing. News reporters are calling. Customers are demanding answers. Executives want updates. Hackers are still inside the network. At this moment, every eye turns to one person. Studio Level 7, Chief Information Security Officer CISO. It is the highest level. The Chief Information Security Officer, or simply, the CISO. A CISO doesn't spend the day writing code or configuring firewalls. Their job, it is much bigger. They protect the entire organization. They work directly with the CEO, present security strategies to the board of directors, manage massive security budgets, lead incident response during major attacks, and make decisions that could determine whether a company survives or collapses. Imagine standing in a boardroom, knowing that every minute of downtime costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. Everyone is waiting for your decision. There is no pause button, no second chance. This is where experience matters more than anything else. Top CISO in the United States often earn $300,000 to over $500,000 a year. And in Fortune 500 companies, with bonuses and stock awards, compensation can exceed $1 million. Not because they know the most commands, not because they're the fastest hackers, but because people trust them to protect what matters most. Studio final message. Oh, what did we learn? Cybersecurity isn't about sitting in a dark room trying to hack random websites. It's about responsibility. Every promotion, change your mission. As an intern, you learn. As a security analyst, you investigate. As a SOC analyst, you respond. As a penetration tester, you expose weaknesses. As a security engineer, you build defenses. As a security architect, you design secure futures. And as a CISO, you protect entire organizations. The best cybersecurity professionals don't succeed because they know every tool. They succeed because they never stop learning. Technology changes every single day. Hackers evolve. New threats appear. And yesterday's knowledge can become outdated tomorrow. In cybersecurity, the biggest risk is believing you've learned enough. Because the moment you stop improving, someone else is already one step ahead. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe to Career Theory. Every week, we explore another high-paying career, showing you exactly how people climb from a complete beginner to the very top. Now, I have one question for you. If you had the opportunity, would you choose to become a software engineer or a cybersecurity expert? Tell us why in the comments below. And if there's another career you'd like us to break down, let us know. You may see it in our next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.